Hello and welcome back to All New Beauty. Today's video is going to be an empties video. I didn't expect to be doing one of these quite so quickly, but I have been clearing out my makeup stash, or my beauty stash as well, and gradually getting rid of some bits that either don't work for my skin or, you know, are empty. So let's just get started. So I have quite a few hair products because I have been dyeing the hair. I don't know if you noticed or not, but I've dyed my hair. I have a few things that I used. First was this hair colour remover, and this did an okay job. It's from Colour Before. This did an okay job. Yeah, it was fine. I don't think it was anything to write home about, but I used this to strip out some of the red, and I did end up with a bit of a weird colour, so thankfully I was bleaching it shortly thereafter. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of the end result of that anyway. For bleaching my hair, I used the Jerome Russell Bee Blonde, and I did actually have to use quite a few boxes of this, so that was a wee bit annoying. I think we ended up using 6 boxes in the end or something ridiculous, which was a wee bit, wasn't impressed with that. But yes, it did work eventually. I think I would probably try out a different brand if I was going to do it in future, so which would be a wee while because my hair needs to recover first. But yeah, it was okay. It might be better if you have shorter hair and you might not need as much, but I would recommend 2 boxes generally. Yes, so there's that. And the final hair dyeing thing is this little kit from Bleach London, and it's the Aquamonious Colour Kit. And you have Sea Punk, Bellini and Washed Up Mermaid, so that's like a blue, a purple and a green. And they were the shades that we used in my hair. We used quite a few of these kits. We did actually try and get the full sizes. The full sizes weren't in stock, and that was all that we had available. So we grabbed a few of these and they worked out fine. So I was quite pleased with the end result. It has obviously changed colour a few times since, well, because I've been washing it. But this is only temporary, but it was fun to play with them. I'm looking for permanent versions. Now, lots of skincare, so we'll get through that, I think. So I have a Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. I really enjoy this. It does a really good job. I think I have done a review at some point. I will check and the link will be down below. Put that on the floor. From Vichy, I have a refreshing toner. Really like this stuff. I am going to try out the rose water from Botanics instead for a wee while, but really like this. Would recommend checking it out. Again, I've done a review on this. Link down below. From number 7, I have the Protect and Perfect Advanced Serum. I didn't really get on with this. I have tried it a few times. I still have it in the box because I would have it out and then put it away again and that sort of stuff. It is still quite full, but it didn't really work for me. It's a nice serum, but I think it was too much for my skin, maybe. And it sort of clogged my skin up a wee bit. So it didn't work out for me, but it might work out if you have drier skin or something along those lines. I may give it to my mum because it's still in date and everything else, but just not used it. It doesn't work for me, so I will be passing that along. Another skincare sort of thing, it's this Essentials collection. It's from, it doesn't say A&A, but there is a name, I can't remember. It's a seaweed and aloe refreshing eye gel, and it's supposed to remove makeup basically. Yeah, and it's for around your eyes. Unfortunately, this didn't really work for me. It kind of stung my eyes a bit, and I just couldn't figure out how to use it without getting it in my eye in some way, shape or form. So I didn't really get on with this, sadly. Another moisturiser that didn't work was the Olay Anti-Wrinkle Instant Hydration Day Cream with Ocean Botanical Complex. Sadly, this just was too much for my skin and contributed to some breakouts. I've been trying out a few moisturisers just to find a new one for during the day, and this was just not the best idea for me, sadly. So I will be passing this on. I'm going to let a few people know and see if they want to try any of these things out, or I may send a package home to my mum or something with a few moisturisers. Yeah, while we're at it with moisturisers and stuff, I have a moisturising face cream, and it's from that same A&A collection brand. I will link them down below. They've been really nice and dealing with me. They send these products out to me to test out, and they're still quite new, so they're figuring out a few bits and pieces, and they may change things, but they've been really, really nice to deal with. But unfortunately, their products just didn't really work for me. This was lovely. I would say this would work really nicely if you have drier skin. It was a wee bit too much for my skin. I would only use a small amount, but it was just a wee bit too much for me. and I think it'd be really nice. It was lovely to smell, lovely in the mornings, nice to use, but just didn't work for me, sadly. And from the Body Shop, I have the Vitamin C Glow Boosting Tonic Moisturiser sample. Really enjoyed this, much prefer it over the Vitamin C Day Moisturiser, which is actually good in this Empties, but I've mentioned it in a fail this month. It's the Vitamin C Daily Moisturiser SPF 30. Didn't get on with this at all. I've done a review, you can check it out down below. Whereas I actually really enjoyed the, if I can read it, the Glow Boosting Moisturiser, and it comes in a wee tub. Much preferred it over this one. So yeah, those are both out this month. Seem to be holding all the skincare products. From L'Oreal, I have the Skin Perfection Serum. It's Advanced Correcting Serum, I should say. I have actually used about that much of this. Don't know if you can see. Probably not. It's down to about there. I did really want for this to work, but it just didn't. It didn't really work for me at all. It didn't do me any favours, and I think it sort of clogged my skin up a wee bit. I just have to be careful with the products that I use, that they're not gonna clog up my large pores. So this just didn't work for me, unfortunately. I may be passing it along. I'm not sure how long it's been open, so I'm going to just check if it's still in date. But yeah, didn't really work for me. Face masks, I guess, while we're here. I have two from Montagne Jeunesse. I think they're rebranding to something else, I can't remember. But these are two peel-off masks. This is anti-stress, and it's for Peel Pores Deep Clean, okay, and this is the pomegranate and passion flower. Really enjoyed both of these. I quite enjoyed these peel off masks every now and then, just because it's quite satisfying peeling them off and, you know, getting it all off and making sure you get every little bit. Very satisfying. And from Ren, I have a glycolactic Radiance Renewal Mask sample. I really enjoy this. I forget how much I enjoy it. I like using it after other masks, so I'll use like a deep cleansing mask, and then I will use this, and then I'll use a moisturising mask, and it leaves my skin really, really nice, and I really enjoy this. It's really nice and brightening, and I don't know, it just feels like it gives my skin a bit of zing. Really enjoy it. And from Liz Earle, I have a deep cleansing mask, and it was a little kit, so it came with the two sponges. I will definitely be repurchasing this in future. It was a sort of dark mask, and it just gave my skin a really nice clean, and it was quite deep cleaning, and the sponges were really nice for giving that nice bit of exfoliation and getting rid of the mask after, you know, when it all dried on. So really, really enjoyed using this. This is a green clay, manuka honey, propolis and rose scented geranium. Really enjoyed using it. Would definitely recommend checking it out. I would actually also recommend getting it with the wee sponges, because it's very handy, and it's just feels like a proper pamper session then. So like those. From Elemis, I have this Pro Radiance Illuminating Flash Balm. Didn't really get on with this particularly well. I tried to use it as a moisturiser, as a primer, and it just is too much for my skin, and it's causing me breakouts. You may notice a theme. I'm getting rid of products that just don't work for me, that I've been just holding on to for no good apparent reason, but this is one of them. Wasn't a fan in the end, and some people really, really get on with it. And from number 7, I have this Softening Foot Balm. I actually end up using this mostly on my hands as a nice moisturiser at night, so that was really nice. I would do my feet as well, but I'd also use it on my hands, and really enjoyed using it actually in the end. I was quite surprised by that moisturiser. I have a few mascaras that have come to the end of their life. First is the Makeup Revolution Amazing Volume. This has just got too thick and clumpy. I did enjoy using this. It's a good bargain mascara, and it did do pretty well. Like, it did give my lashes some volume, so I did like it. Would recommend checking it out if you're on a budget, or you just needed a quick replacement mascara if you've forgotten yours for the night. From Lancome, I have the Hypnose Mascara Volume. Oh, and it's definitely this nice. I like the brush on this as well. It's a nice bristly brush, and I really enjoyed this. It was really nice for adding that nice bit of volume. It wasn't too intense. You could have a nice fluttery lash during the day, or you could build it up, and it was really nice. It rarely fell down on me, and when it did towards the end, you know, it was sort of dying because it was starting to fall down below, so not ideal. This mascara I'm getting rid of because it doesn't work for me at all. It's the Jordana Best Length Extreme Lengthening Mascara, and I was sent this from Rebecca Lately, her channel. And I have really enjoyed some of the other mascaras, but this one just didn't work for me at all. It actually fell down really easily on me, and I'm not sure whether it's my lashes or the fact that it's warm weather at the minute, but it's just not lasting. And as I've already opened it, and yeah, it doesn't work for me, so I'm just getting rid of it. And the last two makeup products is the kohl liner from it's the Master Drama Kohl pencil, I should say, and it's the brown one. And sadly, this is just, it's become a bit of a state. It's past its best. So I've tried to use it and it's either really dry and then it's a bit weird on the end. So I've tried sharpening it and everything else doesn't work. So I'm getting rid of it. It's just dried up. And from Covergirl I have the Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation. And this is just past its best, sadly. So it's not applying as nicely as it once did. It was great for a good full coverage. I'm not sure if I'd repurchase at the minute because I have a few other foundations I have been using. But it is a good full coverage. So there's the Max Factor version, which is in the UK. I will link it down below so you can check it out, but I did actually quite enjoy this, and the fact that it was a really good shade match for me as well. So it was great for a long time, but then towards the end I just couldn't get it to apply properly at all. So that is it for this Empties. If you have any questions, please let me know down below. I will probably continue purging items. I seem to sort of, if I'm not using something that month and I haven't used it in a while, I'm getting rid of it. Or if it doesn't work for me, I'm trying to be good, I just get rid of it. So these may become more frequent just for a short period while I have a sort of purge of things, but that is it. So if you have any questions, please let me know down below. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please like if you like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.